Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison.
Whoa. Way out the fear, ain't no way out for me. They always told me I'm the wave, like I'm way out. And see, I know some real ones turn state. Ain't no way I could be out here living like a villain. Only way up for me. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yo.
Inside the Burt Grant Rink here at Leaside Memorial Gardens. It's OWHL U22 Elite action this afternoon between the Ottawa Senators and the home team, the Toronto Leaside Wildcats. These two teams having very different seasons. Should be some exciting action tonight as first we introduce the home team, the Toronto Leaside Wildcats, 12-24-2 on the season. They're riding right now a 3-game losing streak with their last win coming at the Barrie Sharks in a 3-2 victory back on February 25th. Their last game coming just last night here at the Gardens. It was a 4-2 defeat at the hands of the Stony Creek Sabres, but two players to look out for on this roster for the Wildcats, Caitlin Toll and Elena Pilkington, both goal scorers last night in that game. The head coach for the Leaside Wildcats is Michelle Janison, her third year with the program. Has had experience elsewhere at the University of Lethbridge, University of Toronto as well with TMU. And this afternoon, they're going to be taking on the Ottawa Senators, who in the standings right now are sitting right in that number 6 spot at 29-9-0, 82 points, trying to get a end of season push, getting some better seeding for the postseason. As the warm-ups continue, we introduce the Ottawa Lady Senators, and they are led by Hanna-Rika Turpinen, who you played at one point for the Finnish national team before her coaching career began. And one player to look out for sure on this Senators crew is 100% going to be Grace Outwater, star scorer, 48 goals in 35 games this season. Those 48 goals good for second in the OWHL. She's got a total of 70 points on the season. That is top 10 in the league, and top player for Leaside today going to be Caitlin Toll. And in 41 games, the leader on this team with 28 points. Of course, we mentioned before that goal coming last night. Now we're going to look between the pipes. Starting for the visiting Lady Sens, it's going to be Dominic Rio at 7-2. Both of these goaltenders on this team between Rio and Wilkinson boasting incredible goals against average under 1.5. Rio at 1.47, stopping shots at a .921 clip, and she does have that one shutout on the season. And in net for her second straight, it's going to be Sarah Lynn Gauthier, who got the start in yesterday's loss against Stony Creek. She saw 42 shots, so a lot of work in the game yesterday evening. Going to get a lot of shots on her this afternoon by the Sens, but still a really solid season she's put together with a save percentage over .900, goals against under 3.5. The main issue for this Leaside team has been putting a full 60 minutes together. When I spoke with Coach Janice before the game, she said we've been able to piece really good games together in terms of short little stints. It's about piecing a full 60 minutes, and against a team as competitive and as fast as the Lady Sens, you got to get quality shots. But one thing she did note to me before the game, as we got about 1 minute left just in the pre-game warm-up, is that here at the Gardens, it's a bit of a smaller ice surface than the Sens might be used to, and they think that with a quick team like the Sens, they'll actually be getting a bit of an advantage on the smaller surface. Will the Wildcats? So we're just about a minute away from the starting lineups and the national anthems. But a couple other people we want to highlight on the Ladies Sens this afternoon is going to be the Mulvihill sisters, starting, of course, with Brooke Mulvihill, who's committed to St. Lawrence University in the NCAA for next season, playing there for the Saints on the season. She's the second leading scorer on the team, 6th in the OWHL in scoring with 58 points on the season. And her younger sister Jordan, one of the few 2009s to be playing in the U22 league, can't even be recruited for another 2 years by college programs. But on the season, on the back end, 22 points, making an impact in her first season with the Lady Sens. So the 5-minute warm-up has come to an end. And as we wait for pucks to get collected and starting anthems to begin, Henrika Turpinen discussing with me before the game, saying that even though they're only going on about 15 hours of rest since the conclusion of their game yesterday evening, they're used to this. Sometimes they got to play 3-game weekends, so everyone's feeling good today. But Rio getting the start. Rio did get the start last time these two teams played, and it was coming back in Ottawa on February 3rd. The Senators winning that one 4-1. But first, we're going to have the national anthems, so we'll be right back. And with the conclusion of the national anthems, we get set for puck drop. And we're going to take a quick look at the starting lineups for this afternoon's contest between the Leaside Wildcats and the Ottawa Lady Sens. First of all, starting for the Senators, it's Michelle Gao at the middle with Lexi Hatome and Olwen Jones on the wings, Annabella Saka and Sophie Leden on the blue line with Rio in net. And then for the home team, the Leaside Wildcats, at the center spot, it is going to be Ava Fisher with Lauren Gilbert, Ava Myers, Sid Rasmussen, and the goal scorer Elena Pilkington on the blue line as we're underway. Pucks dumped in to the Sens end. And back for it is Leden, playing it up the wing for Hatome and able to clear it out of the zone. Pilkington, retreat pass back to Rasmussen. And a battle for it in the neutral zone, pinned up against the board, is Olwen Jones. As heading to the bench for the first change of the game is Ava Fisher, and the captain, Caitlin Toll, steps onto the ice. Taya Lavallee trying to play it up the middle, and there's Mulvihill. And offside's going to be called at the blue line. Has fallen to the ground. Grace Outwater Michelle Janis, coach of the Wildcats, had a chance to coach Outwater at the Nationals this year for Team Ontario Red at the U18s. And she said she really marveled at her work ethic and her grit and her speed as Outwater tries to play it back in. That one misplayed at the line by Sadie Lovering. And going back the other way, it's Toll. Sauced across, Stansfield. Dumped in, taken behind the net by Veal. And it's going to be Brooke Mulvihill playing it back for her sister Jordan. Outwater dumping it down into the far corner. About a minute and a half gone in this first period. Still yet to have a shot on net as that one sent the full length of the ice, waved off. Battle inside, won by the Sens. And working it up the middle. And through was Rasmussen, and that one is going to be Rio's first stop of the game as she freezes it, and a faceoff will come inside the Senators' end with 18:06 left to go in period number 1. Faceoff won by Jones. Working it up. This is Michelle Gao. Michelle Gao with 17 points on the season, just needs one to pass her personal best in U22, which she set last year. That one dumped down and taken behind the net, and grabbing it now for the Sens, Annabella Saka. Plays it back for Ledin. Jones chips it by Toll, working over the blue line. That shot is blocked, and Toll will take it the other way for the Wildcats. That one turned over. Toll recovers and tries to dump it down. That one hitting Mulvihill as she's getting on the ice. And the Wildcats will regroup. Down the left wing, taken away by Mulvihill. Swung across, breaking out, and dumped in by Kiara Kiley. It's Mulvihill shooting that one. Pad stop. Gauthier, and on the follow, it's Jordan's sister, Brooke Mulvihill, and it's an early 1-0 lead for the Lady Sens. So 3:14 in. Brooke Mulvihill picks and up on her the follow, 24th goal of the season, 59 points Jordan's now sister on the year. As Thibault sends that one in. Rasmussen picks it up for the Wildcats, sends it over, and it's sent up for Stansfield. Recovered by Jessica Chung, a member of Canada's U18 World Juniors team this past year, which picked up a bronze medal. And now Callie McClan. Dumped down by Arwen Lee, and that one is going to be an icing, so puck's going to come all the way back down into the Wildcats' end. Still less than 4 minutes elapsed in the opening frame of this one. Grace Outwater sitting at 48 goals on the season, 2 away from 50. She scored all 4 goals for the Lady Sens last night in their 4-3 victory over the Whitby Wolves. Lady Sens riding a 5-game win streak as Jones tried to play that to the front of the net, taken away by Rasmussen. Turned back in by the Lady Sens. Hatum looking for an option, gets it over. It's Jones working into the slot, firing in that one. Gloved by Gauthier. And that'll result in a stoppage. 15:39 to go in the first period. Fisher back on to take the draw against Mulvihill. Pilkington playing it up the boards. And that one taken and going for a skate is Ava Myers. Myers shooting that one, goes high off the glass. Unable to keep it in, Lavallee. And Lavallee is going to try and put that into the middle. It was disrupted, but it's recovered by Fisher. Into the skate of Lavallee, still in her feet. Mulvihill trying to take that one away. And now in deep, Kylie pinned up against as we just have about 5 minutes gone in this first period. Still battling in the corner, recovered by the Sens, but it's going to be pinned up again. Now it's taken away as the Sens work it around. And getting tripped up there, losing her stick, was Elena Pilkington, and there's going to be a delayed penalty for the trip as Kylie went feet up with the stick caught between her feet, and the first power play of the game will go to the Lady Sens, who are 3 for 10 on the power play in their last 2 games. So Jordan Mulvihill out with Kate Veal on the blue line to start this power play, as the forwards are Jones and McLean along with Michelle Gao as early stoppage on the power play. Face-off going to come to the left of Gauthier. Face-off won by the Sens. Mulvihill sends it back down. And it's Gao. Back up for Mulvihill. Gets it for Veal. And over to McLean. That one sent up, hitting the light, so that's going to cause a stoppage. That one tipped. And that one's going to be sent all the way down by Ariana Vernaza. Brooke Mulvihill dishes it off. Victoria Kay with it now. Sends it around for Outwater. Outwater cycling it. Dropped off for Mulvihill. Mulvihill shooting, and that one finds the back of the net. So a string of great drop passes by the Lady Sens. Brooke Mulvihill quickly picks up her second of the afternoon, and it's 2-0 after the power play goal by the Lady Sens. Shooting, and that one finds the back of the net. So for Mulvihill, that now brings her to 25 goals on the season. And that one finds the back of the net. As the faceoff's won by Jones, and Jordan Mulvihill. So a string of great drop passes by the Lady Sens. As battle ensues along the boards, Jones wins the battle, trying to get it to Hutome. And now flying in, Lovering, her shot. That one tipped wide. And Gal will work the other way for the Lady Sens off a skate. Recovered by Veal. Rasmussen plays it back for Lovering. Plays it up for Stansfield. Toll in the corner. Checked by McLean. And Mulvihill starts to work it back. Kay trying to play that one up the middle, but it's taken away now. Rasmussen trying to play that one off the boards, stolen away as the Sens work it the other way, and it gets dumped right onto Gauthier, who steers it to the corner. Rasmussen, that one trying to get tipped up by Vernaza, taken away, and Toll for Vernaza, still unable to get it out. And it's sent down by Kay. But Gauthier able to freeze that one. And with 12:05 to go in the first period, faceoff will come inside the Wildcats' end. Dropped off for Mulvihill. Mulvihill there, the goal. Shooting, and that one finds the back of the net. Location by Mulvihill as play resumes. And behind the net, Kiara Kiley. Pinned up by Hannah Parent. Parent still battling down low. As Battle ensues in the corner, in front, Outwater. Great chance for Outwater, but Gauthier standing tall. Big save on the leading scorer for this Sens team. After a battle, possession taken by the Wildcats, and Pilkington fanned on that one, but skipped over the stick of Gowan, trying to work the other way. This is Lee. It's recovered by Chung. Chung gives it over to Gao. Stood up there by Pilkington, and Jones gets knocked down by Patterson. Patterson loses that, but recovers it and gives it over to Pilkington. That pass a little out of the reach of Fisher, as taking it away there was Myers. And Mulvihill will advance that one to Jones. Battle in the corner as Kay knocked down Rasmussen. As now the Sens still get possession in front. That one was for Kay. Couldn't get any wood on that shot. It was sent wide, and Toll goes the other way for the Wildcats as she dumps it in and it's clipped. As the Sens start to work it out of their end, and that one gets sent down, and Lavallee gets it over for Parent, sends it to the other side for Naza. Leden to Saka, and trying to advance it to Outwater, but that one just out of reach, and it's sent into the neutral zone. And now with it, Stansfield over to Parent in the zone, shooting, and that one into the glove of Rio. Still 2-0 Sens with 9:27 to go in period number one. Face-off kicked by Jones back to Chung. And Gao will start the breakout, trying to sauce it across that one over the stick of Jones all the way down the ice. And icing's going to be called. It's going to be Parent taking the face-off against Jones, as Thibault takes it back for the Sens. And Gao, who contested there by Parent, sends it back for Thibault, and Chung works it up for Hatom. And Gao starts to work the other way. Gao on the left wing, looking in the middle for Jones. That one skips over the stick, but it's kept in at the line. As behind the net trying to get it was Lovering. And that one sent around the net, having to chase it down. Lauren Gilbert able to come up with possession, works it over for Myers. And Myers going to drive in 1-on-3, tries to shoot, and that one was blocked by Julia Thibault. Mills works it back. Pilkington loses her footing, taken away by Kay. Now with possession, over to Outwater. Her shot, that one deflected off the glass behind the net. Outwater shooting again. That one off the side of the net. That one in the middle. Outwater shooting. That one wide. Gauthier trying to get to the post. Makes a pad save. Grace Outwater looking dangerous. As that one in front. Wide open in the slot. Kiara Kiley. But Sarah Lynn Gauthier once again making a good save for the stoppage. As the faceoff will come inside the Wildcats' end with 7:45 to go in the first. Faceoff won by the Wildcats as Lavallee trying to get that one out. As trying to work it for Mulvihill in the slot. That one over her stick. And that's going to be called offside as Sargentson tried to get the puck to Arwen Lee. As back on the ice is the captain for the Sens, Olin Jones. Lovering, that one shot wide. Lavallee trying to keep that one in. As Lee sends it in for Sargentson, who has to chase down Leden, who works it to the other side for Saka. Hatum with some speed down the left wing behind the net. Turns back down. Pinned along the board by Toll. As Toll is checked in the corner by Hatum. Sargentson dumps it down, and she'll go off for a change as Vernaza chasing Saka. As the Sens dump it down, and icing's going to be waved off. Rasmussen. Now Fisher stopped at the hash marks. And down for it was Stansfield. Taken away behind the net by Fisher in front. Kay able to clear it out of harm's way. And Chung gets it over to her partner, Juliet Thibault. That one waved off as it's sent right on net. Dangerous pass there, but Stansfield able to come up with it. It's Parent working inside. That shot right into the chest of Dominique Rio. And 5:47 left to go in the opening period. Still 2-0 for the Lady Sens. Face-off won by the Sens as Jordan Mulvihill takes it the other way. As that one bobbled at the line. So it's going to be an offside call. As trying to deflect that one in was Kiley. Faceoffs won by Mulvihill, taken by Outwater, sent back for Veal. Mulvihill. Back for Veal. Now Brooke Mulvihill. Gaining some speed. Coming down the middle. Works her right. Trying for that same spot that she got her first goal from. Went for blocker's side as well, but that one off the blocker of Gauthier and out of play. But another good chance for the Lady Sens superstar, Brooke Mulvihill. Once again, committed to play at St. Lawrence. One of 8 players committed on this Lady Sens roster to playing college hockey. Of course, her line mate, Grace Outwater, committed to the Penn State Nittany Lions. Saka trying to play that one ahead over the stick of Patterson. Now it's Jones. Jones, that one just high, missing the top right corner. And that's another turnover as Gao trying to work it to the front of the net. Works around the side. Pinned along the wall by Toll. It's back now, and Toll will take it for the Wildcats. Advancing it, that one just through the feet of Vernaza, and it's sent back into the Wildcat end. Puck taken by Lovering. Patterson with it. Sends it up, that one tipped out by Mills, and it's sent right back in by Ledin. Saka starting the rush for the Sens, works it down the left wing, chips it to herself, and is battling Rasmussen in the corner. Battle won by the Wildcats, and going down for it, Stansfield. In a tangle along the wall with McLean. Rasmussen, missing that one, Myers. And Rasmussen will clear it. That one once again missing Myers. Sent all the way down the ice, but icing waved off as Thibault drops it down for Chung. And taking it away from Chung is Fisher, sent back up to the point. Rasmussen, slap shot. That one hit right into the side of Chung, and she is down, and she is in some pain as that one looked like it caught her right in the chest. Jessica Chung, an assistant captain for this Lady Sens team, one of the most important players on this roster on the back end. "17 points on the season. Committed to play at Syracuse next year. Caught a stinger off the slap shot by Rasmussen as Chung starts to work her way to her feet. As she'll head off, does appear to be okay. And after the stoppage with 3:07 to go in the period, faceoff's going to come just outside the Wildcats' end. Face-off won by Parent, taking by Lovering. Trying to work it past Outwater and does. Her shot, that one steered aside by Rio. And Jordan Mulvihill comes up with it, now loses it. But there to get it is her sister Brooke. And that one off the glass, sent all the way down the ice. Chasing after it, and icing waved off as Gauthier had to play the puck. Good pass over to Lavallee. And Stansfield has that one poked away by Jones, as it's back on the blue line and sent all the way down out of reach of Outwater. Icing called, and face-off coming all the way at the other end of the ice. So now the top line out for the Wildcats after the icing. It's Toll with Vernaza on the wings along with Gilbert. And in front, Toll with the backhand. That one stopped by Rio. And in front again, Vernaza missing the net on that one. It's dropped down for Mulvihill, and the Sens will clear the zone after some of the best chances of the game so far, as that one almost turned over, but Jones sends it down as we enter the last 2 minutes of the first period. Rasmussen worked it forward, and sending it in deep is Vernaza. That one trying to get held in by Lavallee, but she just got there a touch late. Plays ruled offside, and faceoff will come outside the Sens end. Face-off won by the Sens. Working it forward, Saka. As Lavallee tried to play it back into the neutral zone, and it's sent down into the Wildcat zone. Trying to send that one right back in was Ledin, but now going the other way, this is Pilkington. And it's taken away by Ledin, who goes behind her net. Gives it off to Saka, who just chips it out of the zone. Sent into the middle, taken away by Ledin. That one tipped away, coming the other way, Perrin, her shot. Into the arm of Rio, and she squeezes that one for a stoppage. .106 to go in the first. Face-off won by Parent, as that one tipped out, and Outwater starts to work the other way, trying to dangle through, stopped at the blue line by Lovering. As Chung now back on the ice after taking that shot. Works it up ice, Outwater. That pass was just over her stick, and that one's loose in front of the net, scores! It's Kiara Kiley, after a weak shot on net, found its way loose. Kiley right on the doorstep, makes it 3-0. Was for the Lady Sens. Stick, and that one's loose in front of the net, scores! So on the season, just third goal. It's Kiara Kiley. Game on the year. After a weak shot on. As Vernaza takes the other way, her shot, that one steered away by Rio and over the glass into the netting. And with 32 seconds to go, face-off will come inside the Sen zone. As that one worked quickly again to Rio, who covers up, and we'll do it once more. Face-off won by Toll. Pilkington trying to get a very weak shot on, as the fluttering puck is secured by Rio. And we'll have a third face-off. Face-off won once again by Toll. Pilkington, that one a better shot, and that one squeaked through, but wide after the initial stop was made by Rio, as Stansfield was pinned along the wall by McLean. It's McLean the other way now. Her shot, that one off the right pad of Gauthier and out of the zone. And that will put an end to period number one. A strong showing so far by the Ottawa Lady Senators, who lead this one 3-0 after a pair of goals by Brooke Mulvihill. And then the last goal coming with 32 seconds left in the period off the stick of Kiara Kiley. Leaside Wildcats with some good chances at the end of the period, just haven't been able to get that high quality look or those high quality shots that Coach Janice was talking about the game. But as we head into the first intermission, Lady Sens feeling good, as the second period will come up shortly.
all young families want to be part of something. And when they see what Leaside is doing in hockey, when they see what's offered in terms of parks in the area and different amenities that Leaside offers, I think it really makes people want to really be part of that community and feel that sense of community and sense of belonging.
Our community involvement, it's been fantastic. I find it really unique in a large city like Toronto to have that type of engagement. We really do have a strong community feel here in Leaside. You know, even in this dressing room, we had a lot of community members step up, members who are still part of the board, members who coach here, and they just want to help. They want to be part of it and have their fingerprint on it some way. And it's been really fantastic to have those types of people involved and step up and contribute.
My first year we didn't have one, and my second year we got a dressing room. And now it must be the old dressing room, but we were all so excited and so grateful kind of to have a dressing room, because you see the men get it and the junior and the OHL guys usually have a dressing room, and so it made us feel important and it made us feel special, and it represented, you know, our help from our parents and the people around us, and it made playing hockey bigger than just us.
Giving back to the organizations in the community are so important to not only recognize and thank the community for that support, but also to allow these organizations to continue to thrive and exist, so that the girls, in our case here at the Wildcats, don't have to go anywhere else. They can be in an organization that's continuously supported by local businesses, and they can be in an organization that they're proud of and not have to drive through the city to go somewhere else. So, as a parent, it's really important, and it's great to see some of the businesses supporting these organizations for those reasons.
You know, the skills that you learn at this level translate and are still applicable even at the professional level. So you learn about being a good teammate, you learn about hard work, you learn about discipline, you learn about dedication and determination. And I think those are skills that you learn at 6, 7, 8 years old, and you still apply them, you know, when you're playing professionally in your 20s and 30s. So I think those skills are 100% important to learn at this grassroots level.
I think they've taught me mainly how important confidence is, and also staying positive. Staying positive not only helps me, but the entire team. So having confidence in one another is very beneficial.
I've had goalie training once a week with my team since I was little, which has helped me develop my skills on the ice, but the coaches of my teams have also given me the confidence to reach out to universities, and then once I committed, they gave me the confidence to get better and keep honing in on skills that would be really important for next year.
Confidence really helps your game, like confident on and off the ice.
Showing up prepared and ready to play is the biggest thing, because it helps us come out and play ready to go.
You have to do the off-ice training, you have to do the on-ice training, you know. You have to work hard every day, even when you're not feeling 100%. And so I think learning that in Leaside and being pushed on the ice and always having to bring 110% helped me in college when I had to do the same thing.
I've coached at this level for almost 15 years now, and I find it really rewarding when players can go through our program and know that they're one step closer to finding their dreams or to accomplishing their goals. I think there's a lot of truth behind, if you could see it, you could be it.
When you have someone who you see has been through it, who's done it, it's really exciting. It makes your dream, your goal achievable, and it makes you kind of, having that image in the back of your mind makes it real.
Go Wildcats!
Go Wildcats!
Go Wildcats!
Welcome back to the Leaside Memorial Gardens. We're inside the Burt Grant rink with the start of the second period between the Toronto Leaside Wildcats and the Ottawa Senators. Lady Senators getting off to a hot start in this one, up 3-0 at the end of one. Two quick goals coming early from Brooke Mulvihill, with Kiara Kiley finishing off the 3-goal period with 32 seconds to go in that opening frame, as both teams now back on the ice. We'll see how and what adjustments Coach Michelle Janis of the Leaside Wildcats has made to contend with this elite group from the Lady Sens. As we mentioned earlier, 8 college commits on this roster between Michelle Gow, who is committed to Guelph. Callie McLean is committed to UConn, playing with the Huskies. We already mentioned Jessica Chung, who's heading to Syracuse. But also we got Outwater heading to Penn State, Brooke Mulvihill to St. Lawrence. Annabella Saka is going to join her sister Gracie at Stonehill College. Avery Suprika is going to BU with the Terriers, and Olwyn Jones, the captain of this Sens team, staying in Ottawa with the Carleton Ravens in the OUA. As period number 2 is set, starting lines, same starting lines as the first period, with Fisher going up against Jones, and the face-off tied up, eventually taken by Pilkington, who sends it in to the Sens end. Ledan works it back down and starts up the left wing. Gets the pass off. Gal works it up for Jones. That one off Pilkington, but Jones able to get it back in. Fisher regroups, loses the puck behind the net. Rasmussen's got to pick it up, and she's going to pin it to the back wall. Tries to cycle the other way. Jones battling for it. Taken by Gal. Working back down, now trying to find a lane to the middle. Back down low for Jones, pinned up against the wall by Rasmussen. And that's going to be a cross-checking call on Gow, as Pilkington falling to the ice. So the Wildcats, with their first power play opportunity of the game, as Coach Janis gets the power play unit out there. It's going to be Myers, Parent, and Stansfield with Vernaza, and with Harris as well. Lovering. Parent. Vernaza, that one skips over, stick, it's dropped back down, and Gauthier will safely play it to Lovering. That one sauced over the stick, but it's taken by Perrin, who works it the other way. Now working middle, and that shot was deflected into the corner. Dropped off for Lovering, and Outwater sending that one out of the zone, and Vernaza having to go back for it. Parent trying to advance that to Stansfield, but now Jordan Mulvihill, shorthanded, will work the other way and dumps it down, and she'll go off for a change. Vernaza for Lovering. As Lovering works it in, that one deflected away, and trying to ice it down, and successfully icing it down, Victoria Kay. Rasmussen up for Pilkington. Taken away by Mulvihill. Looking for a hat trick, working the other way, still short-handed. Mulvihill from the circle. That shot just going wide. Less than 30 seconds left to go in the penalty to Gow. Toll. Switching with Rasmussen. That one sent into the corner. And Rasmussen pinning up with Chung. And Chung returning the favor and now going the other way. It's Barcy. In, shot, saved by Gauthier. As Gal returns to the ice and we return to even strength. Fisher try to pass that one forward. Outwater almost took it away, but getting it back. Fisher, it's loose behind the net. Off the bench, Parent. As Mulvihill, weak pass to the middle. That one taken away. Mills with it. Now goes back, sends it to the blue line for Patterson. Across, one-timer! That one gloved by Rio after the nice shot from the point by Lovering. 16:33 left to go in period number 2. The Wildcats still searching for their first goal of the game. Face-off won by Jones. Going down for the pinch, Lavallee. Looking for an option. Down low, Lee. Checked along the wall. And it's taken behind the net by Thibault. Advanced for Gow, deflected into the zone. Behind the net, Terry Wang. Gets it to Lavallee. That one just skips over the stick of Mackenzie Mills. As that one deflected and out of the send zone as Barcy tried to work it back in. Here comes Myers the other way, working in the middle with the backhand. That one stopped by the pad of Rio as Rasmussen takes it in the neutral zone, works it over for Myers, and she'll send it back in. Patterson shooting, that one off the blocker of Rio. But once again, the Wildcats come up with possession in the neutral zone. Now it's sent ahead for Vernaza. Vernaza in from the circle, shoots. That one loose in front of the net and sent out of danger. And the Sens will work the other way. But it'll be Lovering coming up with it, and Outwater will chase. And Outwater will take it away, but Lovering does a good job to get possession back. As that one tipped forward, Vernaza unable to come up with it. Here comes Outwater. Outwater in, and that one blocked, and it's in front of the net, loose. The Wildcats come out with it, and Toll able to get it back, but great play by Patterson using her stick to block the shot of Outwater. Lost her stick in the process, but came back up with it as we just have over 5.5 minutes gone in the second period. Patterson sends it down, ricochets to the other side. Outwater sends it back, and not out yet, and now it's going to be Brooke Mulvihill taking the other way, trying to chip it past Lavallee. Lavallee comes up with it, works it forward to Patterson. Mulvihill tips it in. It's a battle for the puck. Gauthier clears it away, but it's taken down low. Hatum, and she's sent to the ground by Lavallee. As Lee battles for position in front of the net, puck down below the goal line, and Chung battling with Lee in the corner. And going the other way, Gow works it forward for Jones. Jones in, shooting wide. Gow curling back up, working in the slot, backhanded. That one right into the chest of Sarah Lynn Gauthier. And the faceoff will come inside the Wildcats end. 13:19 left to go in the second period. 3-0, the Sens still lead. And tripped up right off the draw, as that was Pilkington who went down. And going to the line is going to be Barassi. 2 minutes on the tripping call, and the Wildcats will get another opportunity. Gal curling back up, working in the slot, backhanded. That one right into the chest. That one. As now on the offensive end, the Wildcats will try to get themselves back in it. Along the wall, back up for Rasmussen. Over for Gilbert. Her shot through traffic. That one deflected wide. Toll trying to come up with the rebound. Outwater trying to clear it. But it's sent back down into the corner, trying to get rung around. But keeping that one in is Fisher. Back for Toll. Down for Stansfield. And behind the net, taken away. Pilkington in front. Unable to get a shot on that one was Fisher. As she's knocked down. That gets up and recovers. As Outwater trying to trip it away. And now she's got a one-on-one back in defense though, Gilbert, and Outwater will just send it down, and the Wildcats will regroup as the second unit starts to come on. It's Parent working up the right wing on the far side. She's got Myers, but she's held in the corner as Myers comes in to assist. As it's loose and sending it to the net was Lovering, but that one well wide, and it ricochets all the way down to the Wildcat end as Wang starts to work it up, and that one off the stick of Stansfield and tipped down. And that one sent down as 20 seconds left to go in the penalty to Barassi. And Lovering works it the other way. Taken away and sent out of the zone. Juliet Thibault out of the box. Barassi's going to get to this one first. And Patterson able to get it away and clears it out of the zone, but it's sent back in by Chung. Working it out, Patterson now for Vernaza. Stansfield dumping it in. Lavallee. That one bobbled at the line, going the other way now. Mulvihill chips it forward, just out of reach of Kylie, and now the Wildcats will work the other way as that one behind the back. Vernaza trying to get it, but the Sens come up with it, and off the glass, here comes Kylie, dishes it off to Outwater. And Outwater battling with Lavallee in the corner as Jones coming off the bench, takes position in the slot. She's got a chance at it. Gauthier keeps that one out. Down low, Kylie. Hit into the boards by Patterson as Outwater takes down Lavallee and gives a little extra. As Vernaza will dump that one down, and that'll start a change for the Wildcats as Saka takes it back for the Sens. That one stolen away, kept in by Sargentson. Parent trying to get that one away from Leden, but she's able to get that one. That one hits the stanchion, awkward bounce, but it comes right to Hatum. And Rasmussen will take it back for Leaside. Pilkington fans on that one, has to retreat. Plays it up for Lee. Lee works past one, loses the puck though, and Hatum will send it back in. Bouncing puck. Gauthier able to settle that one down, and Pilkington will find Myers, who starts to go the other way. Myers drives right into two people, and it's Pilkington down low, firing it towards the net. That one off the pad of Rio. Toll back for Rasmussen. That shot blocked. Barassi coming the other way. Barassi trying to chip it past Pilkington. Nice play by Pilkington to come up with that puck, and now Toll comes back the other way, 2-on-2 with Myers. That shot into the glove of Rio. So with 8:40 left to go in the second period, starting to see more chances from the Wildcats. However, still unable to break through the Great Wall of Rio. That shot from the point steered to the side by Rio, kept in at the line by Patterson. Thibault clears the zone. Now it's a foot race. Outwater try and go against Patterson. Has that one worked to the middle. Mulvihill drops it back for Outwater. Back to the point. Thibault. That one wide. Gilbert trying to chip that one out. Kept in at the line by Chung. Chung sent hard to the ground. Outwater in the middle. Chance for Kiley for a second. Nice stick lift by Fisher, and that one sent out of the Wildcats' end, but another turnover as Outwater brings it right back in. Finding Mulvihill for the hat trick. That one, no goal off the crossbar. That one looked like it might have hit the back post inside, but the refs say no goal. As after the icing, it's going to come all the way down as we take another look at that shot, which could have been a hat trick by Mulvihill. Finding Mulvihill for the hat trick. You can see there clearly that one, no goal off the crossbar. So Mulvihill just missing by an inch at her third of the game. As Lovering battles along the wall with Gow, and now pinning it along the wall is Fisher. That's still glued to the wall by the skate of Fisher. As four bodies tied up still. Refs haven't blown it dead. Puck's loose now, though. And coming up with it is Jones, who's hammered into the wall by Lovering. And Lovering will take it around the net. And we'll just try to clear it as that one hits the stanchion of the Zamboni door. Actually bounced backwards off the glass, so now coming the other way. Hatum in the middle. Couldn't get it to McLean. As Gilbert tried to work it to the middle. Patterson tried to send that one out. It was blocked by Kay. Kay down in the middle. Chance for McLean. That one cleared away. And McLean coming up with it again. Has Kay in front. Chooses to go back. This is Leden. That one shot loose in front. Coming up with the rebound, McLean. McLean in the slot. Another shot off the blocker. Sent behind the net. Barisi working into the middle. Shooting. That one just sent high. Sustained pressure here by the Sens as trying to slow the play down here is Fisher pinning Kay along the wall. Able to get it to Barisi. Has McLean in front of the net. Barisi trying to wrap it around herself. And Gauthier will secure it and get a much needed stoppage for the Leaside Wildcats. Chooses to go back. This is Leden. That one shot loose in front. Coming up with the rebound, McLean. Dangerous chances of McLean in the slot. Another shot off the blocker. Sent behind the net. But the Wildcat defenders doing a good job. The middle, shooting that one. The just sent net of the puck. As Lavallee back with it. And keeping that in the line, Mulvihill. Brooke Mulvihill working to the forehand, trying to shoot that one in. Loose in front. That one made a stop with the left pad was Gauthier. The other way, Stansfield. Jordan Mulvihill clears it out. Mulvihill the other way. Odd man rush. It's her and Kiley. Mulvihill, big stop by Gauthier. Chasing that one down Wang. And now Outwater will start to go the other way. Gets it forward to the captain. Jones shooting. That one loose. Whistle was blown, and that is because the net is off. So the face-off going to come inside the Leaside end. 5:16 left to go in period number 2. Chung goes back for it. And works it over to Thibault. And Gal will dump it in right on net. Steered behind the net by Gauthier. In the corner battling Jones and Patterson. And that one blown dead, as covering that one with her knees was the captain, Olwen Jones. So the faceoff will come outside of the Wildcat end. .448 left to go in the second. And the faceoff's won by McLean, sent in by Ledin. As Lovering, dangerous play, but she gets tripped up, so it's going to pay off as a third power play is going to come for the Wildcats. The Wildcats 0 for 2 so far, as off to the sin bin. Victoria Kay, 2 minutes on the trip. So it's that top unit returning to the ice. Rasmussen and Pilkington on the blue line with Fisher, Toll, and Gilbert up front. Face-off won by the Wildcats, and it's dropped off for Rasmussen. Now Toll with the shot. That one tipped loose. Firing in front, scores! Elena Pilkington on the doorstep. And the Wildcats, just 10 seconds into the power play, make it a 3-1 hockey game. For Pilkington, that's now a goal in her second straight game, her fourth of the season for the defenseman. Dropped off for Rasmussen. Now Toll with the shot. That one tipped loose. Firing in front, scores! Pilkington had an open net, and she did not make a mistake, as now it's just a 2-goal game as the Sens have possession, as that one tipped way out of play. And we'll have a face-off with 4:11 left to go in the second. Face-off tied up, but eventually possession taken by the Wildcats. Toll drops it off for Lavallee, who works it the other way. Here comes Stansfield down the wing, working inside. Shot on net. But that one stopped and squeezed by Rio. Face-off to come inside the Sens end. Less than 4 minutes to play in the middle period. Face-off won by Toll, as Lavallee works that one to the net, stopped by Rio, and clearing that one was Barassi. Toll, nice toe drag to get past, now tries to stop and work it back, as in the corner, hit hard along the wall. Chung tying up Stansfield, as Parent trying to work it back in, but Vernaza comes back early, as Vernaza after the play takes exception to getting hit a little late by Callie McLean, and that's not going to go well for Vernaza, who is going to take a one-way ticket to the sin bin after getting involved in extracurriculars after the whistle. So instead of a neutral zone draw, it will come all the way down to the Wildcats end, and they'll be 5-on-4. And those are the penalties you can't be taking in a 2-goal game when you're down, as Kay works it back. That one tipped away. Nice play by Arwen Lee, as Chung takes it back. Chung over for Saka. That one taken away by Parent. And Parent will try to tie that one up along the wall, battling for it, Mulvihill and Saka. It's eventually sent back to Outwater, who tried to get it across for Chung. That was just out of reach. And Saka having a retreat, now having a battle with Lee. Aggressive penalty kill so far by the Wildcats. But now the Sens will get the entry, dump it down, and Mulvihill chips it to herself. Works it all the way around. She goes down, no call on the play. Chung works it over. Veal trying to get it across. That one in front, still loose. Kay behind the net, over to Outwater. Outwater with Kay in front of the net. At the top with the shot. That one just wide. Sent away by Patterson in front of the net. That one almost tipped into her own net by Pilkington as Kay bodies Pilkington. Outwater with it as the short change benefits the Sens here on the power play, as a loose puck is eventually taken again by Outwater. Retreats back, sends it down for Kay. Kay with a lane to the middle, trying to get it across. And that's Veal. Back down for Kay. Jordan Mulvihill, her shot, that one sent into the air. Sent with her hand down by McLean. It's Gow. 1:52 left to go in the period. 14 seconds in the power play. Veal, Mulvihill, shot, wide. Behind the net, McLean. Mulvihill. Gow. As out of the box, Vernaza chooses to go to the bench for the change. So a little extended 5-on-4 time is now off the bench. Myers gets back into the defensive zone. That one tipped loose in front. Patterson steers it out of harm's way. Patterson trying to get it in the middle for Myers. Sens take it away. Gow working the other way. McLean dumps it down. Pilkington regroups for the Wildcats. Thibault sending it back in. Patterson behind the net. Not ready for Outwater there as she gets the turnover. And that one just out of reach of Thibault. And it'll be sent out of the Wildcat end. 42 seconds and counting to go in the second period. Mulvihill working it inside. Mulvihill on the wing, still around, trying to work it into the middle. That one taken away, and Pilkington, with just about 20 seconds to go, will try to get one last chance here for the Wildcats as that shot on net, as the Wildcats get a stoppage and a chance for a set play off the draw with 16.4 to go in the period. It'll be Parent to take the draw against McLean. Face-off won by Parent as it's worked back just out of the reach of Lavallee. And with 8 seconds to go, Wang will try to advance it. And going the other way, Vernaza knocked down. And that'll just about do it for the second period. And at the end of two, it'll be 3-1. The Wildcats lead, so no goals scored for the Sens after that red-hot first period. But the Wildcats trying to claw their way back into this. 3-1 the score as we hit the second intermission. The goal coming from Elena Pilkington, who's committed to Dalhousie next year with her fourth goal of the season. But we've got 12-minute intermission, and then we've got 20 to go in regulation as the Wildcats still trying to fight back and work this to a tie game. 3-1 the score at the end of two. Third period action coming up.
all young families want to be part of something. And when they see what Leaside is doing in hockey, when they see what's offered in terms of parks in the area and different amenities that Leaside offers, I think it really makes people want to really be part of that community and feel that sense of community and sense of belonging.
Our community involvement, it's been fantastic. I find it really unique in a large city like Toronto to have that type of engagement. We really do have a strong community feel here in Leaside. You know, even in this dressing room, we had a lot of community members step up, members who are still part of the board, members who coach here, and they just want to help. They want to be part of it and have their fingerprint on it some way. And it's been really fantastic to have those types of people involved and step up and contribute.
My first year we didn't have one, and my second year we got a dressing room. And now it must be the old dressing room, but we were all so excited and so grateful kind of to have a dressing room, because you see the men get it and the junior and the OHL guys usually have a dressing room, and so it made us feel important and it made us feel special, and it represented, you know, our help from our parents and the people around us, and it made playing hockey bigger than just us.
Giving back to the organizations in the community are so important to not only recognize and thank the community for that support, but also to allow these organizations to continue to thrive and exist, so that the girls, in our case here at the Wildcats, don't have to go anywhere else. They can be in an organization that's continuously supported by local businesses, and they can be in an organization that they're proud of and not have to drive through the city to go somewhere else. So as a parent, it's really important, and it's great to see some of the businesses supporting these organizations for those reasons.
You know, the skills that you learn at this level translate and are still applicable even at the professional level. So you learn about being a good teammate, you learn about hard work, you learn about discipline, you learn about dedication and determination. And I think those are skills that you learn at 6, 7, 8 years old, and you still apply them, you know, when you're playing professionally in your 20s and 30s. So I think those skills are 100% important to learn at this grassroots level.
I think they've taught me mainly how important confidence is, and also staying positive. Staying positive not only helps me, but the entire team. So having confidence in one another is very beneficial.
I've had goalie training once a week with my team since I was little, which has helped me develop my skills on the ice, but the coaches of my teams have also given me the confidence to reach out to universities, and then once I committed, they gave me the confidence to get better and keep honing in on skills that will be really important for next year.
Confidence really helps your game, like confident on and off the ice.
Showing up prepared and ready to play is the biggest thing, because it helps us come out and play ready to go.
You have to do the off-ice training, you have to do the on-ice training, you know. You have to work hard every day, even when you're not feeling 100%. And so I think learning that in Leaside and being pushed on the ice and always having to bring 110% helped me in college when I had to do the same thing.
I've coached at this level for almost 15 years now, and I find it really rewarding when players can go through our program and know that they're one step closer to finding their dreams or to accomplishing their goals. I think there's a lot of truth behind, if you could see it, you could be it.
When you have someone who you see has been through it, who's done it, it's really exciting. It makes your dream, your goal achievable, and it makes you kind of, having that image in the back of your mind makes it real.
Go Wildcats!
Go Wildcats!
Go Wildcats!
Welcome back inside the Leaside Gardens. It's the start of period number 3 between the Toronto Leaside Wildcats and the visiting Ottawa Lady Senators. Senators lead this one 3-1 after Elena Pilkington picked up her 4th goal of the season on the power play to make it a 2-goal game, as Sarah-Lynn Gauthier continues to stand strong for the Wildcats with a clean sheet in the second period. And a good job by the defenders to keep clearing those loose pucks out in front of the net, as Michelle Janis will try to get her group ready for what should be an intense third period. Wildcats trying to mount the comeback. And once again, it'll be Ava Fisher's line, starting with Lauren Gilbert on the wing along with Ava Myers, with Rasmussen and Pilkington on the back end. Faceoff is tied up, but Pilkington sends it in to the Sens end. Rio settles the puck down as Ledin starts to work the other way. And Jones will work it up ice and send that one on Gauthier, who steers it to the side and sent back in by Saka. Myers trying to cut down to the middle. Good stick by Ledin, and Gao trying to work it out. Now it's Hatum going the other way. Sends it in deep, and she'll head off to complete the change for the Sens. The puck sticking behind the net after the flood as Vernaza drops that one off. Tal gets it over to Stansfield, works it into the Sens end. Beal back for it. Kept in at the line, shooting that one on net, off the blocker on the shot by Lovering. Patterson keeps that one in. Jordan Mulvihill retreating, sends it over to her partner. And Veal sends that one out after the change. Parent, not wanting to get too many men there, working inside was Kylie. And that one frozen by Gauthier with just about 1:20 gone in the third period. Faceoff coming to the right of Gauthier. That one sent back down by the Sens as McLean gets that back off towards Barasay. And Parent was able to clear it, but it's sent back in by Thibault. Lee sending it back down as McLean sends it back down. Now it's Wang advancing it for Mills, trying to get it around some bodies. Now she's able to chip it away as Parent goes off for a change. And out comes Fisher as that one shot by Thibault, but it's frozen by Gauthier, and we'll have another face-off inside the Leaside end. It'll be Jones and Fisher going toe-to-toe once again in the dot. Face-off won this time by Fisher. Clear unable to get past Saka, and Rasmussen will try again. That one stolen away in front of the net, cleared away by Fisher, as Jones able to keep that one in. Pilkington sauces it over, and chasing it down now is Sargentson with the shot. That one stopped by Rio, and behind the net there's a tie-up. It's kicked out and taken the other way by Ledin. Chips it ahead for Hatum, taken away in the neutral zone by Rasmussen. Rasmussen curls around, works it in herself, looking for an option, drops it back. Myers losing the puck, and now working it the other way. Hatum stood up by Toll. Toll just missing Gilbert on the pass. And it's going to come all the way back down to the Leaside end after the icing. And hammered along the end wall. And going in for a retaliation there, Gilbert. And Outwater's going to take exception to that one, as initially there was a hit and a penalty coming to Kiera Kiley. But now instead of a power play for Leaside, it's going to be 4-on-4, as you see hard from behind, and hammered along the Kiley, and now the refs might talk this over to see going if it's in for a 2 or a 5. And they are going to say boarding, but it's just going to be 2 minutes, and a cross-check will go the other way. And with the coincidentals, it will stay even strength. As Coach Turpinen is going to get the trainer for the Sens into the penalty box just to take a look at Kiley. As Gilbert came flying in after that hit by Kiley and might have gotten caught up in the head area, as we take another look. As you see, that's hard hit and going hammered down, along the end wall. Gilbert comes in and going in for retaliation. Right in that shoulder or neck area that Kiley was hit by Gilbert in the act of retaliation. So we're stopped with exactly 17 minutes left to go in the third period, as the medical evaluation of Kiley's done. All is well. Trainer will return to the bench. And we'll come back to 4-on-4 hockey. Henrika Turpinen, head coach for the Sens, still in a meeting with the officials. But now they will break the huddle, and we'll get back to hockey as the faceoff's going to come inside the Wildcats' end, as after the coincidentals, it's actually going to be 5-on-5. And so it's going to be Parent in the dot against McLean. Face-off won by the Sens. Parent able to get that one away, and Stansfield trying to work it out, but unable to clear it of the blue line. As along the wall there, Kay gets the puck loose, and it's sent off the glass and straight back down, now out of the Wildcat end. Mulvihill trying to advance it, lost the puck, and Barrissey will send it over to Veal, who sends it all the way down, and icing's going to be waved off. Back for it, Lovering trying to get it across for Vernaza, but it's sent back in after the pass took a deflection, so Lovering will try again. Gets the pass through. Parent chips it over to Stansfield. In Vernaza, her shot steered aside by Rio. Puck now loose, pinning along the wall is Jones. And Vernaza picks up the loose puck, but Chung will come up with it behind the net. Advances it, and that one deflected by Jones, but that one on the wrong side of the red line, so an icing's going to be called, and faceoff comes all the way back down in front of Rio in the Sens end. Fisher losing the draw, and Chung comes up with it for the Sens. And that one chipped out by Thibault. Working up ice. Myers trying to shoot it. That one blocked by Chung. And Thibault sends it out. That one hitting the net. So the faceoff's going to come back inside. And the top groups for both teams make their way onto the ice. It'll be Brooke Mulvihill taking on Caitlin Toll in the dot. Face-off won by the Sens, but Sargentson comes up with the loose puck. Pinned hard along the boards by Saka. As that shot blocked, and now going the other way. Chance at a 3-on-2, now 2-on-1. It's Mulvihill with Outwater. Outwater scores! 49 for Grace Outwater as the future Penn State Lion rips that one top corner and recaptures a 3-goal lead for the Sens. Two of the most dangerous players in the
now
league.
2-on-1.
It's
Outwater
Mulvihill with
break.
Outwater.
Outwater
gets it
scores!
back to Outwater, who rips it right over the glove of Gauthier. And that quick wrister is why she is second in the OWHA in goals. Just one away from 50 now. As that one sent all the way down for icing. Face off to come back down to the Leaside end as both Kylie and Gilbert will return to their respective benches after serving their minor penalties. Parent shoot away from the draw, so Stansfield will take it from the line with a shot. That was Veal, stopped by Gauthier. Battle ensues in the corner. Darcy chips it behind the net. She'll come up with her own loose puck, trying to work it to Mulvihill, but that one's going to be chipped out, and Jordan Mulvihill will take it at her own blue line. Turns back the other way, and she'll start the rush. Advances it once again to Barassi. Barassi stopped by Parent. Lovering starts the breakout. In the middle, Vernaza works inside, dangles through, loose puck. That one couldn't get past Rio, and on the follow, Stansfield missing the net. Unable to keep that in was Wang. Myers recovers it for the Wildcats, works it across the way for Mills. Mills dumps that one in. Mulvihill retreats back in her own end for it. Mills works it down. That one off a skate, and Ottawa will work the other way. Behind the net, no one going for it. Now eventually picked up by Lavallee. And coming up with it in front of the net, as Kylie in her first shift after the penalty almost had a chance in front. And Thibault will advance to Mulvihill. Mulvihill dumping that one in as behind the net, Wang. Outwater gets the takeaway, but turns it right back over, and Toll will go behind the net. And Toll has that one stripped away. Kylie in front. And Kylie almost with her second of the afternoon, as we've got a delayed penalty called against the Leaside as Rio gets to the bench, extra attacker out. And the penalty is going to be called. It's going to be a penalty for head contact coming to Terry Wang. And it is going to be a 4-minute double minor. So extended power play coming for the Sens. Face-off won by the Senators, and Saka works it over to Chung. Mulvihill, her shot, stopped and secured by Gauthier. The Lady Sens will surely look to find Mulvihill on this extended power play with 2 goals already on the afternoon, still looking for that hat trick. As Saka with it now. Saka's shot, that one fooled Gauthier and falling back. Not sure if she saw where the puck was underneath her. But the whistle and a face-off coming after Gauthier able to keep that one out. As now going back to the locker room is going to be Kiara Kiley. Remember, when Kiley was in the penalty box, she did have the trainer come to take a look. So we hope Kiley is okay as she heads back to the locker room. As behind the net, Pilkington picks it up and she'll send it the full length of the ice right on net. And with time to spare, Chung will work the other way. Okay, works it in deep, trying to ring it around. It's up top for Chung. Over for Mulvihill, working into the slot. Going for that blocker side once again. Gauthier making the save. Outwater over to Saka. Battle ensuing in front of the net with Kay trying to get inside positioning. Outwater drops that one off for Chung. Back for Mulvihill. In front, Kay taken down by Rasmussen, and sending it down is Patterson, and both teams will get changes in. McLean working it forward. Now down as we're almost halfway through this 4-minute double minor for head contact. As that one sent down once again. Myers forechecking aggressively on the PK, but Jordan Mulvihill with some speed, bringing it down the left wing. And she'll just dump that one down, and coming up with it is Lavallee. As Mulvihill keeps that one in. And getting it out there, and now it's a foot race between Fisher and Chung. But Chung comes up with the puck and will work it back behind the net to Veal. Mulvihill working it forward, coming in on her off wing, trying to get tied up by Pilkington, taken down, but puck taken by Outwater, sent back to the blue line. It's Saka, tipped loose in front. Kay almost getting that one to go, but not able to get a clean shot off. Minute and a half left to go in the power play. Toll nearly getting a break there, down a man, as Outwater works it in and rings it around the board. Chung will take it up top for Mulvihill. She's going to take another shot for that blocker side. And Gauthier reading that one well off the blocker and out of play. So 1:06 left to go in the power play. 9:47 left to go in regulation as the Sens still leading by 3. That one in deep. Mulvihill chipping that one to Veal. And now working it the other way with some speed is Mulvihill over for Gao, who dumps that one in. Taken down behind the net, Gao, no call on the play. As now it's up to the point, Veal. As taken down in front of the net was the goaltender Gauthier, and going to the line for 2 is going to be the captain, Owen Jones. So that's 2 minutes for goaltender interference. And with 30 seconds left on their power play, it's now going to be 4-on-4. And the Wildcats will then have a 1.5-minute long power play. Back at the blue line, Pilkington trying to work it to the middle. Toll coming up with the loose puck. Toll trying to meg Veal, but Veal making a nice defensive play with her skate. Now comes up with the puck and starts to work it the other way. Mulvihill with some speed, now only has one to beat. Working on the right wing. Firing it to the middle, gets it up to her sister Jordan. Back to Brooke. Brooke shooting. That one nearly squeaked through, but Gauthier at the last second able to get her blocker on it. Okay with it now for the Senators. As now a minute left to go in the Leaside power play. And taking it behind the net is Vernaza. As we are going to have a delayed penalty coming against the Senators, as taken down was Vernaza on the way. And Gauthier didn't know, but she'll now go to the bench, as now working the other way. Lovering drops it off. Myers trying to get it in front. Soft pass that Rio is able to secure, and it's going to be a cross-checking penalty. It's going to go to Michelle Gow. So the future Guelph Griffin will take a seat for 2 minutes, and it's going to be 25 seconds of 5-on-3. And with this important critical opportunity for the Wildcats to get this deficit back to 2, Coach Michelle Janis calls a timeout, making sure the power play gets organized. So with 5-on-3, looks like the unit will be Outwater, Mulvihill, and Veal. That is Jordan Mulvihill, the defender, not Brooke, the sniper. So faceoff comes inside the Ottawa end. 25 seconds of 5-on-3. It'll be Towel. It'll be Toll to take the faceoff against Outwater, and she wins it. And it's Toll with it now. Toll, that one poked away by Outwater. Lovering shot right into the chest of Rio. And the Wildcats will try it again as the faceoff this time coming to the right of Rio. That one dumped out successfully by Jordan Mulvihill. And the Wildcats will get one last rush, 5-on-3 here. They will still have about 1:35 of 4-on-4. Going with the shot, almost getting the rebound was Myers. Lovering, another shot. That one steered aside. Lovering, back for Myers. Far side, Vernaza. Lovering, Clapper, wide. In front, Toll, almost. But once again, Dominique Rio with that .921 save percentage continues to shut the door. .651 left to go in the third. At the top, bobbling it was Rasmussen, able to keep it in. Parent trying to get a shot on that one, a bouncing puck. Taken behind the net by Gilbert, trying to work it in front. Parent comes up with it. Mulvihill hit hard. And Mulvihill is going to be going to the box after a hard hit from behind on Hannah Parent. That one straight on the numbers. That Mulvihill hit hard. And Mulvihill is still going to be going to the box. Parent. And Mulvihill is going to be heading straight for the door. And that's going to be the end of her night. So Brooke Mulvihill with 2 goals on the afternoon. Now going to get sent off on the 5-minute major after the hit from behind, and Parent now up to her knees. As Front. we take one Parent more comes look at up with hit. it. Mulvihill hit And hard. Just not what you and want to see, as the stick goes right onto the numbers. But Parent is up and skating back to the bench, mostly on her own power. So it's going to be another full minute of 5-on-3 as we regroup and get reset. .6:37 to go in the third period. Big opportunity here for the Wildcats to work it back. And so it is only going to be a 2-minute penalty for Mulvihill, even though she was ejected from the game. And now we take a look at Hanna-Rika Turpinen. As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, a former member of the Finnish national team, played her junior in Finland before moving to Ottawa, and has now been behind the bench of this Sens team for multiple years and doing incredible things with this program. As we mentioned, 8 players committed to go to college on this roster. Faceoff was won by the Wildcats, but it's sent out of the zone, so they'll have to try and enter once again, as working it in, Pilkington dropping it off. Fisher back to the blue line. It's Rasmussen. Shot saved off the pad. Juicy rebound in the slot, but it was cleared away by Victoria Kay. Rasmussen shoots again. That one blocked by Chung. Fisher for Rasmussen. Pilkington. Shot. That one steered to the corner. Good looks here from the point for the Wildcats, as it's Gilbert. Shot blocked, and now chasing it down is Kay, but Pilkington will come up with it, and she'll enter the zone herself. She shoots it. It's a soft shot that's caught easily by Rio. And the first penalty to Gao ending, so we have about 58 seconds of 5-on-4 still remaining for the Wildcats, with 5:35 left to go in the third. The Outwater to take the draw against Vernaza. Stalemate on the draw. Outwater trying to ring it around, and trying to get to it quickly there was Lovering, but it's sent all the way down. Wang starting the breakout, trying to get it ahead to Lovering. Vernaza playing it back for Wang once again. Lovering in the middle. That one tipped away by Jones, but it's picked up by Myers. Drops it back. Vernaza with a chance. High slot. That one just goes wide. Kept in at the line by Lovering, but Outwater getting a stick on it. Starts to go the other way. Tin away by Stansfield. And Vernaza enters the zone. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Dropped off for Myers. Over for Lovering. Lovering, nice move around Outwater. And tied up along the wall there by Veal. And Outwater trying to clear the Wildcat forward Stansfield out of the way, as that one's still tied up. And that one's going to be blown dead. So the face-off to remain inside the Ottawa end, as we're back to even strength. as the Wildcats now just 1 for 5 on the power play in the game. Batum, weak chip taken away by Lee. Sargentson pinned along the wall by Kay, coming up with it behind the net, Thibault. Now with it for the Wildcats, and that one just a little early. It's offside as Lee's going to have to tag up, and now all clear. Sargentson will go in to attack the breakout. As sending that one down Sargentson, and she'll go off for a change as Thibault battling with Myers down low. Myers with it. Getting away from Thibault, trying to get that back to the point, but Hatum takes it away. Chips it ahead for McLean. And Rasmussen ties up with Barassi. That one sent out by Pilkington. And the Wildcats will work out of their own end. 3 minutes left to go, still down 3. Ledan dropped it off for Jones, and that one high and wide. Trying to chip it out was Myers. Now they are able to successfully get it out, but working the other way quickly, Ledan in the middle. That one was loose. Mulvihill tried to get a stick on it. And it's Outwater with it now. And Outwater will drop that back down. It's Mulvihill working it to the net. That one blocked, but it's still loose in front. As Rasmussen will have to chase it down, has Gow on her. Outwater down low and gets that one on net. As she gets the freeze and a little extra out of the whistle, but nothing more comes of it. And the faceoff will come to the right of Gauthier with 2:08 left to go in the third. Faceoff won by the Wildcats, taken away by the Sens. And behind the net, this is Lovering. Plays it up the sidewall, and Fisher will go the other way, dumps it down. Fisher picks up the loose puck. Bodied by Chung hard along the wall, and that was, from our angle up here, it looked like it was a shot straight to the head. No call on the play as Terry Wang takes exception to the hit by Chung. As Fisher gets up after the play and heads to the bench on her own power. Picks up the loose puck. Bodied by Chung hard along the wall. Chung. And that was clipped her hard from our angle up the wall. But we quickly reset, and the faceoff comes outside the Senator zone. Face-off won by Ottawa, and heading the other way, Kay back, Jones stopped by Gauthier. 1:32 left to go, and it looks like the Ottawa Lady Senators are gonna make this a 6-game win streak and pick up their 30th victory of the season. And it'll mark the 8th win of the season for Dominique Rio. Rio, who started both games against the Wildcats this season, picks up a couple wins in those 2 outings. For the Wildcats, it's going to be a 4th straight defeat, and the losing streak will continue as just a few games remain in the regular season. As now working the other way, Lavallee gets that one on net, and Rio will keep it alive. That one just through the feet of Outwater and sent the full length of the ice and waved off. That one, I think, was meant for Vernaza. She wasn't ready for it, so it's a turnover, and Outwater will send it back in as we enter the final 30 seconds of regulation. Sent back into the Wildcat end. And behind the net, Pilkington, pinned along the boards by Gow as 10 seconds remain, and that'll put the finishing touches on this Sunday matinee game. And the Ottawa Lady Senators pick up a 4-1 victory. We said their earliest of their 30th of the season, and their win streak now at 6 games. Our M2 TV player of the game this afternoon is going to be Brooke Mulvihill from the Ottawa Lady Senators, with those 2 early goals in the first period. Of course, later in the game in the third, she did, however, get ejected with the game misconduct for the hit from behind. But that second goal coming on the power play ended up being the game winner, as the Lady Sens win this one by 3. And for the Wildcats, Elena Pilkington, the lone goal scorer with 2 straight goals, as now Toronto Leaside falls to 12, 24, or 25 and 4. So with a few games left on the regular season, that wraps up this edition of Wildcats Hockey on M2 TV. Once again, I've been Zachary Friedman. For all our entire crew here at the Leaside Gardens, thank you for watching and have a great rest of the day.